what we're doing today is going to see a 1996 Ford Ranger that I've been kind of looking around for one of these for a while. Let's turn the music off. We don't need that. Holy moly! We were jamming. I've been looking for one for a while that kind of be used as one utility vehicle, and I'd like to do something that would be probably put a cap on it and turn it into a bit of a camper. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and just get it cleared off, and then I've got my little kit here. I'll load those up. So let's get this snow off. So we're gonna hit the road and see what this thing looks like.
A few inches later.
Hey, yo, I see a slammed car already.
You see a slammer? Oh, you do?
I do.
It's a couple, isn't there?
Right. Yeah, I want a picture of that.
Alright, I'll slow down so you can get it.
We're good.
Alright, continuing. Alright, what am I doing now?
I don't know, continuing straight.
Okay.
I guess so.
Wait, yeah, wait, it's that truck right there. We found it! I just gotta figure out where I'm parking now.
Park right in front of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well, as you can see, this is not a Ford Fusion. I ended up deciding to buy it, and for the price, I think it was a pretty reasonable deal. It's got its fair share of little issues here and there. I know there's an issue with one of the blend doors down here, and the steering wheel, as you can tell, it could use an alignment. This is going straight down the road, but overall it's not in terrible shape. Now it's time to start the long drive home. I've got about 3.5 hours yet to make it back. I'm probably gonna spend tomorrow if I can't fix some of the small things that are having issues on it right now. Time to get it home and get it cleaned up. Alright, so I just learned something as we're driving down the road here. Looking at these cruise control buttons, you would guess that cruise control would not work at all. Right now the closest thing to a button on here is piles of duct tape. But through some experimentation, I have found that the buttons are still in there, and if you press around on the tape a bit, you can find them. So, looking at these buttons, I did not expect them to work at all. I expected that they were completely broken, but it looks like they just need a new cover, which I looked real quick, and it looks like that part's like 20 bucks, so it should be pretty quick and easy to get. Well, as you can see, it's nighttime now, and I just wanted to get a quick shot of, here's what these headlights look like. The guy I bought it from said they had LED headlights installed, and I was a little worried at first because most of the time the beating pattern for LEDs, especially aftermarket ones, is pretty bad. But these look pretty good. They have a good cutoff line, so they're not going to blind everyone around me. And left and right, they actually have a pretty good spread. So for now, I'll probably leave them. They seem pretty good how they are. Alright, it's the next day. Got her home and grabbed a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to do a couple of quick little fixes and things. The battery posts are all corroded. We're going to go ahead and clean those up, run some seafoam through it, get some dry lube on that squeaky, obnoxious seatbelt that's going on there. Going to replace the power steering fluid, which in this truck is actually ATF. And then we're going to use the baster to pull that out, pull the brake fluid out, do an oil change, change out the washer fluid, get some Ozium going in there to get the smell out, and then new wiper blades. The rest of this is probably going to be for another day. Alright, first up we're going to get the Osmium going. This is just to get any of the old smells out, stuff I don't want to smell. So first up we're going to start the truck. Pop it open, it says press the trigger, set it down, close the doors, and leave it for about 15 minutes. Here we go. There we go. Alright, close her up. Then we'll just let that do that for 15 minutes. Alright, while we're waiting for the Osmium to clear out, we're going to go ahead and leave the truck running and throw on some new wiper blades. See if I can get these things open. There we go. Ones off. So this is where I always cut myself getting these open. There we go. Boom, on to the next one. Wiper blades done. Alright, so it's got a check engine light on. We're going to go ahead and just see what's in there. And we're going to read codes. Let's see what it pulls up here. P1443. It is auxiliary emissions. Next one we got EGR flow insufficient. I noticed that the tube going to the EGR is kind of crunched down a little bit. That could be part of that. A cylinder 4 misfire. System 2 lean on bank 1. And system 2 lean on bank 2. So basically the whole engine is running a little bit lean, so we'll see what we can do about that. Those aren't good, so we're going to clean them up, see if we can make these look a little nicer. So it turns yellow or pink. Let's see, which one is it? It turns pink upon contact with acid. Huh, that's weird. A lot of pink going on there. Let's see if we can... In hindsight, it just told me it detected acid. I'm gonna grab some gloves and some glasses. Let's get these stupid things off of here. There we go. That's rough. The negative doesn't look nearly as bad as the positive does. There. Free. Okay. This engine bay is getting cleaned out later, so I'm okay with this stuff just getting anywhere at once. Get these snugged back down. Battery terminals are cleaned up. They are a lot better than what they were, although still quite far from perfect. Next up on the list is to take care of this little cocktail for power steering. It is not looking too pretty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a turkey baster and we're gonna suck out what's in there. And no, this is not a full change or flush by any means, but I would prefer to get some new stuff in there. Coca-Cola. Feels like that's probably about all I'm gonna get out of it. Now we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. And put a decent amount in there. And then we're gonna put the dipstick in and see how full we are. Well, looks like we're actually right about where we need to be. I'm gonna stop right there. Next up is brake fluid. We're gonna do the exact same thing we did with the power steering fluid. I'm just gonna suck out the old stuff that's still in the master cylinder reservoir. And we're gonna replace it with new stuff. That's horrible. For reference, brake fluid should be pretty much clear, not brown and filled with crap. Here. Then I'll grab a funnel and fill it back up. So that's the color brake fluid should be, not black. Here, and there we go, topped off. What? I was watching that line. How is that possible? Is the reservoir thicker at the top, maybe?
Yeah. Am I retarded? Here, open that up again.
What happened? Yeah, there's a ridge here. See my finger in there?
Oh, yeah.
So one of the issues I noticed right away with this is that this shifter is really loose. Shifting between gears is extremely vague. Go up underneath and there's a couple screws to tighten, and that should actually tighten this up quite a bit. Oh, this is such a wonderfully tight space. Woohoo! Look, there it is. It'd be crazy.
Come on, come out.
Don't tell me I'm out of Loctite.
No, there's some coming out.
Okay. If I need to come back in and do this again, I will. At least I know how easy it is to get to. Now I get to put it back. There we go. It's all about the positioning. This might as well just be a spa now. Ow. I lied. It's not like a spa. It's incredibly uncomfortable. Did you see where the wrench went?
It just fell by your head somewhere.
Oh, I found it. No! I dropped the screw while I was grabbing it. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh! I don't know why it's still... That's definitely its own issue.
Yep.
But this...
Got some thunk now.
That's way better than it was. Wow, you could hear all the gears. All right, look at that. Those look so much better. And they actually click now. No more duct tape. Got some cleanup to do on that right side. But that's about it. Oh, oh. Ah, 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 ah. Sheesh. Put my hand near it. I don't really want that.